Alright, let's keep on going. Samuel, good evening. I hope you slept well. Like the dead, as they say. I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way. Oh, that's alright. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them golf types are practically throwing themselves at me. I'm not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home. Well, gosh, if I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing. Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel? Oh, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We're gonna get started now? If you like. Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, dog. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a Stiegl Radler Himbeere. Let me... How the frick? I see my phone over there. I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna send it into the food porn thing. I just liked Moon's comment. She just wrote to me, Bro has a Romanian therapist. Yeah, I do. Even Kirby sending me Twilight. God damn those two. That is, it's pretty much that drink I sent you is a beer mixed with, Radler, which is like, I don't know. This one is with like Himbeere, which is like a raspberry. Yeah, beer mixed with raspberry. Alright. Ooh. Let's do this. Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, dog. Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asked then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you? Well, gosh, I remember what it was like being all angry, hungry and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live. When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to our life. And why is that up to you? You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Weighing on the weak, dating model high schoolers. I've gotta make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for, I know it. That is a lot of responsibility to place on yourself. You got a funny look in the eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things? You're most perceptive, Yeps. Perhaps you can tell me what it is. When you say you're here to make vampires see the world differently, in what way are you distorting reality? Control fallacy. Well, I guess it's a control fallacy, right? I can assume I'll be able to help other vampires. I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped. Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I'm eager to learn how you developed this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking. Well, like I told you when I first emailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire. When I look back and see what a no account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed. It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are, living forever, and all we can do is kill? That's the dumbest thing that I ever did here. I'm going to stop here for a moment. Stupid, no account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch, dumbest thing. You hear the way you're talking about yourself? With respect, sir, and all the names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself. Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no account piece of shit, what would you tell me? I'm labeling myself again. I'd say you were doing some labeling, and I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly. Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself? If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself. So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose? Well, I was in the run, you see. The Wild West was ending, and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang. The Pinkertons! Oh, we're back in Red Dead Redemption's goddamn Pinkertons! Dutch had a plan! Dutch has a plan! Alright. I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew I was an outlaw right away, but didn't judge me for it. They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me. They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before. They taught me my manners, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them. I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it. That must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists. Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did. Cause they are like just don't exist no more. Once my community died out, I started walking. There was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think. I walked in nature for about 90 years and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country. I guess I was kinda selfish though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the transcendentalists helped me. Why? Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. Could have done a lot of good in that time. But your shirt turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator. Should statements are not a cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind. Nature asks almost nothing of you. Even if your should comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure. Well, that's good to know because that should statements, I love to do them to myself, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes we judge others and ourselves arbitrary rules on how things should be, and then we get hopping mad when our expectations aren't met. Should statement can put a lot of pressure on us, but there ain't too many universal rules. Heck, we should probably be dead because our hearts ain't beating, but it seems that ain't true. Fair enough, I'm a vampire, I should live in a castle. When in a gang, the gang needs to be a family and no one else. A cowboy must never show fear. Yep. Sounds a lot like me, actually. And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoots. We procrastinate. Oh my god! I am getting... This is not his therapy, that is my therapy. This is not the story game no more. I'm getting therapy, literally. It is so true. I procrastinate all the time. Because I should be doing this, this, and that. God damn it. I'm getting therapy right now. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate. Bro. Like a third of my life. Probably more than a third. 2/3 of my life I've procrastinated. At least. Yeah. You got that, right? I do today what you could do next century. Exactly. Should statements remove the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling? Hold on, though. Ain't there some things we really should do? Of course there are things we must do, but nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an access. Listen closely. See whether you can find the should statement that is a distortion. I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what to say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood. What? I should. I mean, that's not what we were talking about. I'm from the human perspective. I'm going from the human perspective. Okay, I should go to the dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad teeth, you get bad. Whatever, but okay. I should drink blood today. I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date. I should be wary of sexually transmitted diseases. Did you miss my should statement? Let's try again. Ah. It's actually not as easy as I thought it was. First statement is just so absurd. Bad fangs. This is the first one. Mine. I should drink blood today. I have to drink blood today. To drink blood today? I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date. I should be wary of sexually transmitted disease. I'm so confused on what the right one is. Damn. I'm gonna just press should statement on the first one. It's so weird. That's not the right one. That's the one. No one should go to a dentist. Goddamn butchers. That is not true. We have to go to the dentist. Our teeth are important to us. How long has it been since you've seen a dentist, Samuel? Not since the Civil War. And I'd rather keep it that way. We're talking about that in another session. Let's try again. Should drink blood today. I mean, do we have to drink blood daily? I don't know. Fucks with my mind. That one? Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. Turn something you want to do into something you have to do. That's right, Samuel. You know, I couldn't be more pleased with you. Time in nature was clearly well spent. Yeah, Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right. Thank you. Please ask her yourself. I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type. Hold on. I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I didn't go after my teacher's girlfriend. She does what she wishes. And that is why I chose her as my blood partner. Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent therapist. No fine, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot. You're uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it. I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. Spend my first 50 years killing, and the next 90 walking in the woods. Try to walk in better paths instead, but I ain't no saint, Andy. I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either. Understand your discomfort, Samuel. I, too, done terrible things that I cannot erase. The beer is coming. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile? I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kinda silly. It's another cognitive distortion, one that modern psychologists call disqualifying the positive. Understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality with both its positive and negative aspects. I'm not saying that you should disqualify a negative action, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones. Here, let us try an exercise. See whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds. I am Andromachus, one of the most powerful vampires alive. That's true. Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things. True. I have defiled the innocent, I've killed countless people. The good I do now pales in comparison to the evil I've done. That has to be the one. That's the one. You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you've done. Well done, Samuel. I believe the recognition of this distortion will serve you well when you start to see clients tomorrow. Whoa, tomorrow? Now I just started learning these here cognitive distortion things. I will, of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you. But tomorrow, I just don't feel ready yet. My friend, we are never truly ready. But if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you? Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I think I'm good. Alright, Samuel. You must be hungry now. Suggest you get a lead inside you. We have a big night tomorrow. How much is a leader? Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We'll not be able to work if you're hungry or tired. The most American thing you've ever heard. What is a leader? It's a quarter of a gallon. Now please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning. Oh, of course. I hope you have a nice out, Mr. Andy. You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace. Ah, Samuel. Glad to see you awake. Your first client is on his way. What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir. Are you sure I'm ready for this? These are people's brains I'm messing with. You're not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift. All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth and I know the truth will why can I not say will reveal in that voice? Why it's just like alright. And I know the truth will reveal itself to you. Shucks. I wish I had your confidence. Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future. You're about to misinterpret the client's distortions. Will set you back on the right path. You can see the future? Not that impressive, really. Start to see the patterns of 1,000 years or so. Ah, that's disqualifying positive. Well, dang. Seeing the future ain't impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive. It's gotta be. You barely require my aid as it is. If you need guidance, I will provide it telepathically. Don't think about it too much. When you have 3,000 such things will cease to impress you. Now let us look at the first client's case file. Dr. Dwayne, huh? He ain't got no first name. Alright, let's read through this. His name is Dr. Dwayne. Apparently he has been or is a doctor. He is 430 years old. He's male and his origin is English. Dr. Dwayne is a class of 1614 graduate of the Royal College of Physicians. He has been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries, became a vampire of the postmodern blood transfusion experiment, now runs a global pharmaceutical research company. He's now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Suggestion: detected strong irritability on the phone. Investigate Dwayne's drinking and sleeping habits. Many vampires go by one name. Families and titles seem to become more abstract after a certain age. So, is it funny that he kept the title? Indeed, catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall be meditating on my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help. But Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself, and all will be well. Satan bless it all. I wish I could do a British accent like, "Oi mate, Satan bless it all, I hate flying." That sounds so stupid. Oh, what? Satan bless it all, I hate flying. Hey there. God's blood, what on earth are you? Now my name's Sam. I'm the new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Dwayne. An American as well, good God. It's not enough for you two lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you. Oh well, I suppose you lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you? And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how do I wish I knew thee. Damn it. I'm gonna work with this fella. Could I ask Andy? Are you alright, Samuel? You gave me this fella as my first client? Why not? He's clearly hiding very little about his state of mind. How am I supposed to help him when he always sees me as a bad guy? Use your instinct, Samuel. Think about how you felt in your darkest hours. What does this poor vampire want? He wants a reality check? I think he needs a damned reality check, charging at me like an undersexed bull. If he tried to give an undersexed bull a reality check, that would not change the fact that it is undersexed. How did the Transcendentalist approach you when you were a wilder man, Samuel? Yeah, I get it. I'm sure his fellows come here with problems. Can't be surprised when they show up. He wants to complain. I think he just wants to complain. Perceptive, Samuel. Can hardly stop himself, can he? Then what? I just let him complain? Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better. Well, if you say so. Don't worry, Samuel. You're doing wonderfully. I will release your time now. Well, are you just going to sit there? I was just going to ask you a trip here was. My trip? My trip was bloody wonderful until my familiar got a flat tire and had to fly 30 kilometers here. As a bat. I hate being a bat and I hate flying. You know an owl tried to eat me? Me. Creature that's lived for centuries, treated like common prey. I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beast I am when I transform. All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away. Well, suppose I'm alive. In a manner of speaking anyway. You alright there, pal? Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise, but for the sake of conversational integrity, fine. Take it you've read my case file and know why I'm here. He has an addiction. You're here for an addiction problem. Yes, embarrassing, isn't it? What's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses' ass Grant was president, it didn't seem to bother him. Oh well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime. Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still immortal. Can't help that. Just like we can't help being dead. So, I'm discovering. Look. I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks. Whatever one does to make addictions go away. Tips. Let me think. There are no easy solutions. Partner, there ain't no tips that magically cure you, but I'm here to listen. You know, I never in my life thought anyone would call me partner, like partner, but not with a T. And I know how your English love your T. Thank goodness we still can process tea. Cannot live on blood alone. I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing. Tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything. You're here now, so let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to? It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design, necessary component of my own scientific goals. You're losing me. Well, let me try to make it simple. I've been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric oh, Jesus Christ. Bro. That vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive. A unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do. I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal, synthetic blood, freedom from the hunger that plagues us, and hope for all humanity. Well dang, that sounds pretty impressive, Doc. Well, it doesn't work without the vampiric catalyst, and that is the plasma I'm addicted to. Pathetic, isn't it? I have spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood only to be engulfed by it. Like Prometheus walking into a fireplace. Pathetic? Dog, where the heck would you get a word like that? Come up with a synthetic blood, man. I can barely get my spurs on some mornings. Maybe if I sat back or two. So give yourself a little credit, compadre. Credit? For wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I am in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now, I have a drug problem. Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we will do will make a damn bit of difference. Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his pattern of thought? There's some distortions in there, ain't there? I knew he would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his. I'll do my best. Now hold on just a minute there, cowboy. I've heard you talk a lot about failure. It sounds like to me you ain't thinking clearly if you're thinking you're a failure. I'm a realist, that's all. Look at me, 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes. I'm saying I'm surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this. That is definitely something. I should have achieved more than this should statement. This is a should statement. I was thinking between Nosferatu and Disqualifying the positive, but yeah. Who said you should have achieved more? Isn't it obvious? Should have something to show for 400 years of work. And what happens if you don't? Absolutely nothing at all. That's my point. It's not as encouraging as you think it is. Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality. Well, it's all my fault, really. Cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency models have around death. Nosferatu, oh, it's all my fault, really. Cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach a necessary level of dedication to all fallacy. It's only your fault that you haven't come up with the perfect synthetic plant. Can't be anyone else's fault, only I have the skill and knowledge and the experience. Pardon me for saying so, dog, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty damn complicated. It sounds like to me you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself. Please, I am a scientist, not a spiritualist. It's not control I seek, but understanding. And are you gonna ever have perfect understanding? No, of course not. I'm not a wizard. So how about not putting saving the world on one person, dog? This is a simplification, but I take your point. As I was saying, now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I've joined the ranks of model civil laboratories in my other irrelevance. Alright, that one was correct because there was blood spilling. Oh, yeah. That's a pretty dark read of things, you know? Lots of folks get over their addictions. Yes, but not me. I'm just trying to tell you that even if you are addicted, that ain't the end there, mano. You've got a lot of life still in you. We can call this life. Now hold on there. That's what I call Nosferatu thinking. Straight from the coffin. Life ain't all black or white. It's got its shades of grey too, you know. Come on, Sam. There's some more distortion in that whole speech you missed, you dang fool. A nation, now I'm laboring. Hey, cowpork. You mind repeating all the stuff you just said? I most certainly don't mind, but very well. Oof, that is not as easy as I thought this would be. Oh. Alright, look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes. I'm saying I'm surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this. But it's all my fault, really. Now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I've tried to answer multiple developments. Years times though. There has to be something here. 400 years of study still there. Definitely not labeling. Definitely not a should statement. The count of the Nazis I've done again. Is this could be a disqualifying the positive. I don't know many people who'd call working with leukocytes dabbling. I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about, unless you made up all the science terms. I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set. Perhaps, but if you consider all there is to know about blood, I know precious little. But you know something. Yes, I concede. I might know something about blood, but with hopes after 400 years. We've still got more knowledge about blood than most. Whether it's been 400 years or 100 years, amigo. Let's go back to what you were saying, Phil. Well played, cowpoke. Perhaps I am being a little dramatic. Yes, I'm aware that in reality progress has been made enough to get to this point. But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy. Ain't my department, but I hear they do some of that stuff downstairs. Yes. We all know very well that Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are. But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. Just want to stop using this damn drug. So, what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it? I'm not certain. Don't remember what happens if I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive. My lie down sounds so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man. I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean, I feel alive, as if I'm in someone else, someone who lives. And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I'm not depressed. You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night? Oh, nothing of the sort. Well, I'm glad to hear that. You're assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself? Wait just a gosh darn minute, you telling me you don't sleep? Yes. It's not as though we can get much dead already and have work to do. So you're not sleeping and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere. Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you're sapient individual aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. This has nothing to do with sleep. Even what? Regardless, I didn't come here to be Viner. Ooh, boo hoo, unlife is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard. The moment I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like. You honestly think feeling good makes you an ignoramus? The phrase ignorance is bliss is most apt, don't you think? But by calling yourself an ignoramus, you're making bliss something to be avoided. Yes, unfortunate how that works, isn't it? The only way to be happy is by being a fool. Partner, those are your labels. Try using something more positive and see how you feel. What? Shall I say that by being ignorant I'm a noble genius? They're just labels. It wears off rather quickly, but I must admit that I've been chasing the feeling of false contentment. Partner, I'm gonna cut in here. You're saying a lot of things that just ain't true. Start from the top. Don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual aware of the world around you, depression is part of thinking. Come on now, it's a big world out there and different things are depressing different people. Everyone reacts to things differently, and the truth of the sensible person, as you call him, might even be a different degree of depressed. Very well, I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole. Mild is putting it mildly, buckaroo. Buckaroo? I'm even more depressed. Regardless, I don't come here to be whining, ooh, boo, hoo, and life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard. Dr. Twain is calling himself a whiner for being sad. He's trying to pull himself into being happy, clearly met with minimal success. Das war zu finden. No. Jesus Christ. Now why do you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner? Is it not what I currently am? Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word you used. If you want to call it whining, that's up to you, but it's entirely your label. Very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer. Moaning, whinging, bellyaching, it's still all just labels. I believe I shall be using the term bellyaching in any case. But as I was saying, oh very well, suppose I might be discounting my experience. I don't know how to say this, amigo. Really don't like letting yourself be happy. Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need. It makes you feel good. What's the problem? First of all, I do not need to rest. But taking of this plasma does have downsides. What kind of downsides? I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed, but also smell of blood and sex. Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful. I guess he must be having some kind of good time. That is not my idea of a good time. I'm Dr. Dwayne. I'm intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster. I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood. Sounds to me like you're real good denying yourself things. Well, I should be better at it. You know, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something about to tell you. You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, comprendre, are shooting all over yourself. Oh well, that is vivid, isn't it? Can now add incontinence to my already considerable list of faults. I'm being serious. I'm listening to you to tell me I should be doing this and I shouldn't be doing that. But who all gave you them shoulds and shouldn'ts? I don't know. Shouldn't matter, should it? Been that for over 400 years. The only stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck. At that, man. It's traumatic no matter what. What are we gonna start with you? You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up too tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know it. No, let's not push too hard. I would really like to think where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again. And be good to yourself, alright, partner? Don't feel you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff. Yes, well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all. Is it actually gonna happen, though? It might. You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you? I was thinking about it. Alright, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion, that's all I'm asking. I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind. You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am. Well, yes, that is certainly true. Very well, I shall do some reflecting. Inasmuch as your kind can reflect. I'll see you in precisely 4 weeks then. Farewell, Sam. Oh. Masterful done, Samuel. I knew he would do well. It doesn't make me any less pleased. That was a hell of a rush. That fella's holding on tighter and holds onto a gunslinger's hip. It felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly. Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling. But also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin. Next week you will see a new client. I think there will be an interesting challenge for you. Bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace. You too, Andy. Up. Guess it's time I got me some grub. Well, that's it, I guess. My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already. I sure could use a drink. I'll check in with Crimson. Well, if it isn't Yosemite Sam. How you doing tonight, partner? Better already. You and someone from the States who knows the lingo. I'm not from any states, cowboy. District of Columbia girl here. I figured you must have been coastal. You sound a little more, polished than I do. You should hear my German. Maybe some other time. My brain's full tonight. my first therapy session with a real client tonight. Oh yeah? How do you think it went? It was great. I reckon there was a bullseye on my end. It is silly. You have seen me labeling Blom disqualifying the positive kapow. I'm glad to hear it. Someone has got to sort these ramps out. They know how to hold on to the problems. You ain't kidding. Living or dead. Once people hit 70, they get pretty dang set in their ways. You know, Andy still uses a typewriter? I can't get that gorgeous man to see the light. Keep it up, cowboy. You're a breath of fresh air for those ancient ones. Anyone ever tell you you're wise beyond your years, Crimson? You must have had some life. Afraid I'm exactly as wise as my years. How old do you think I am, cowboy? Between 25 and 40. Don't fall for that, man! I'm gonna see my options here, okay? Yeah, somewhere around 30, right? Close, but very far away. I'm 50 years young. Fuck. 50? I died around that age and I look like shit. You ain't a vampire. Like I told you, I'm Andy's blood partner. He shares his blood with me too. Just not enough to turn me into one of you. Been 40 for a good while now. But you ain't joining our team? That sounds like a story. Not for tonight, buckaroo. Bet you're thirsty of the big night. Andy told me to give this to you. Oh yeah? What is it? We had a group of Americans come in last week who donated their blood. Andy can't stand the stuff. He says the blood glucose levels are too high. But he thought you'd appreciate it. No, it ain't so bad. I don't ask though. What does Andy's blood taste like? To me? Tastes like life itself, cowboy. I ain't sure I understand. Never you mind. Look, Tex. Got some customers to serve, so go enjoy your juice, okay? Oh, of course. I'm keen to get some rest anyway. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson. Well, I went for the trap. Seemed like a good option with 40. Alright. I'm gonna save, yeah. Oh. I'm just gonna leave that spot open for repurposing. Alright.